Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody, wherever you are in the world. Welcome once again to another session of Living World of Darkness. This is a scene for the Mage venue. We open up, actually this time in the halls of knowledge of one of the universities in New York City, where class is just starting to let out. It's one of the night classes, of course, ending at probably roughly 10 p.m. as all of the students are starting to shuffle out, probably go home, get some much needed shut-eye. We are left only with Ava and the professor, Alex. She will, after watching people start to leave, pack up the tablet that she was taking notes on, much to his chagrin, and slip it into the black messenger bag that she keeps at her side. After all of her stuff is sort of packed away, she will approach the desk.
Alex will look up and then kind of sit back in his chair. Yes, Miss... looks at you for a second, doing that whole professor thing, where, they can't remember your name. They're waiting for you to fill in the blank.
Escher, I just transferred here like last week.
Escher, that's right, Escher. Yes, Miss Escher, what can I do for you?
So, I wasn't really clear on all of the stuff that you were talking about with the trade relations between the Slavs and the Romans. I kind of got lost there.
Well, I mean, it wasn't really a trade relation. I mean, the Romans made a pact with the Avars, who received an annual payment of about 100,000 gold solidi in return for leaving the Roman borders untouched. So not as much as a trade agreement, but it was an agreement, basically, that they wouldn't march on Constantinople in 585. Instead, they just attacked other settlements along the Grecian coast. Was that what you were... Did that clear up what you were talking about?
Yeah, that was the part I was having trouble with.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't they just march on Constantinople?
Well, you got to think of it this way. If I offer you, let's say I offered you $10 now to go away, or I would offer you $1 a day every day until you go away. Which would you take?
I guess I'd go with the second one, but wouldn't it just be a lot quicker to, like, hold you at knife point and rob you?
Yeah, but you could never be sure that you're going to get all the money then. So you're basically taking your cash cow and cutting its throat just to get the meat, that instead of getting the meat from this cow and all of its descendants.
Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. But wasn't this the period of time when the whole empire was, like, starting to destabilize?
It definitely was. The Romans were definitely starting to lose. They were starting to lose especially in Thessalonica and the region near the Hebrus, around the Thracian coast. Those fortified settlements there had already started to lose towards Lord, the Slavs had already started really taking control of those settlements and everything. It was just kind of one of those things where it was easier for the Slavs to hold, like you used to kind of say, hold them at knife point while they handled the Bulgars and some of the other people up north, because the Romans weren't going anywhere and they kind of knew it. So, just sit them there, bleed them while we actually have to fight people that will actually fight us back. Understand?
Sort of, but if they already had an agreement that seemed to be working out, why did Rome then start to try to push them out anyway? Wouldn't that have just brought war quicker?
Well, you got to think of it this way. Yes, the Slavs did think about, trying to bleed Rome dry, but eventually Rome kind of caught on to this. They've been doing it to other peoples for centuries. So, they figured out what was being done to them because they've been doing it forever. And, that kind of pisses you off occasionally. You know what I mean? So they struck out. They tried to take back the territory that the Slavs had taken, their settlements in Thrace. And they did that. It's like, you guys were all okay. Everything was okay. And had to be a dick and try to take your stuff back, after we took it fair and square. And that was when it just went all bad.
Okay. I guess that kind of makes sense.
But he kind of looks at his watch for a second. I've got a few minutes. Do you want to? My office is right down the hallway here. We can go in there and I can. More thoroughly.
She kind of raises an eyebrow at him.
He kind of smiles and raises his hands and kind of mocking offense. He's like, "Oh, trust me. I know my reputation. It's all good. I just need a drink." And he kind of just shrugs like, yeah, I just need a drink. But I'm happy to continue to talk Slavic history with you as much as you want, as long as I've got my drink.
All right, sure.
He grins and says, "All righty then." And he'll walk her down the hallway and they'll cut through the botany lab and through the grow lab that's in the back of the botany lab. The grow operation that's right outside his office. And they'll open the door and after you.
She'll step inside.
Inside, you see what we've all seen before in his office, the large walls that are basically bookshelves. The entire wall is a bookshelf. Large desk, mini fridge. He goes over and he'll open up a bottle of Johnny Walker Red and pour himself 2 fingers and walk over. And she'll notice that there's a toaster that's not plugged up that's sitting on his desk that he kind of walks over and you'll see him lay a hand on it as he walks by almost affectionately. And then sits down and will pull another glass out of his desk and put it up on the desk and kind of look at her like, "You want a drink?" I mostly have whiskey. Not sure what I wish Scott was here. He'd know what the kids are drinking right now.
Knock, knock.
It's open.
The door opens rather quickly, and Alex will quickly recognize Scott, and he comes in looking down, just talking up a storm. Alex, yeah, I got to talk to you about a bunch of stuff. And then he looks up and sees Escher, and he stops. Oh, you're at it again. And then he turns around and starts to walk out.
No. Everything's fine, Scott. This is Miss Escher. She is in my Introduction to Slavic History class. Miss Escher, this is Mr. Crane. He is a graduate of our fine university.
She waves. Hiya.
Hi. Yeah, you were doing the tutoring thing. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what you meant. He'll open up his desk drawer and throw a third glass up on the table. Why don't you join us?
You're drinking with the students.
Kind of looks at him like, yeah. When have I not? Tenure, bitch.
I will say at this point, Dante catches up to Scott and is kind of looking down the hallway as he walks into the room, not realizing that we're in here. And he's like, yeah, I think I may have fucked someone down in that. Oh, hi.
Hello.
It's a student. It's another student of Alex's.
Oh,
He
okay.
works just fine.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
He works just fine.
Oh, yeah, she's another student of Alex.
Oh, well, hello. I am not a student.
Fourth class, Alex, and he starts to walk towards the desk.
Alex will pull up the desk drawer that seemingly has a china cabinet in it worth of whiskey glasses, and we'll slide another one out. As he does so, did that toaster just ping when Scott got close to it?
And what did the toaster say to Scott?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on?
Ava looks at him like he just grew a second head.
He's not even looking at Ava. He's still looking at the toaster.
She kind of leans over to Alex. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
He reaches into his pocket and pulls out his phone.
Oh, Bluetooth, probably.
Yeah. Alex looks over at Toasty and then looks at Escher and then looks back at Toasty and he'll kind of, since he's familiar, he'll go, what do you think? In his head. You have to answer that, Shelby.
What does Toasty think? What does Toasty think about what?
Ava.
You've done better.
He doesn't notice the arcane.
Excuse me, I have to go take this. And Scott walks out of the office into the hall to answer his phone.
You generally don't notice arcane until the person's gone, really.
Ah, okay. All right.
Scott, I have things.
What things?
Mostly books.
I'm not at... I'm at the university. If you're close by there, you can drop them off here.
I don't know about dropping off. I'll scan something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's Dr. Miller's office.
I have no idea who that is. Give me a building.
And he rattles off the history building.
All right.
That's what it is, right, JC?
No, it's not. It's actually the science building.
The science building. Sorry, the science building.
He's
History
hitting
building, science buildings, or like a math building. Too. Fuck, it's been years since I've been to school.
It's science. Just meet me up front.
All right, fine. He hangs up.
And Scott
So
will be waiting up
Alex-
front for.
Alex will pull the glasses from his forehead down over his eyes and activate prime sight. Nope, he won't.
That is a botch.
Yep. So he's like, oh, wrong glasses. Those are probably his real ones. So he's like blind for like a while.
Damn bifocals.
I'm gonna roll my awareness.
Oh. And he starts rubbing he'll pull the glasses back up off his eyes and start rubbing the eye ridges.
Ava doesn't notice. Let's see if somebody else notices. Where is he? He's somewhere in here.
He stopped rubbing his eyes like, oh man. Ah.
Dante notices.
Coincidental is Diff 9, but he does indeed notice.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
After a moment, Ava kind of perks up as if she heard something. And then she starts scanning the room very defensively.
Alex will kind of stop rubbing his eyes and kind of look at her change in demeanor and be like, you okay? Too many guys in the room? I mean, it is a small room. I apologize. I didn't understand. I didn't know I was going to have company.
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. No points to me.
Successes on a manipulation subterfuge.
He doesn't really care. He's going to point to the empty glass. Drink?
Sure.
Okay. He'll pour 2 things of whiskey after he filled up everybody else's glasses. And then he'll turn around and start looking at the shelves behind him. Let's see. Slavs. Let's see. You see him kind of running his finger over a couple of the spines of a couple of books. You know, is Scott back in the room? Or is he still outside the room? Oh, that's right. He went out.
Waiting for Ken.
He's waiting for Ken. Okay. He'll turn around and be like, Scott, which one? And he's like, oh, okay. Never mind. Let's see. Violati. Yeah. And he'll pull out a book and slide it across to her. It's called The Making of the Slavs. So this should help you out a little bit. Violati's pretty good.
So,
I think I just sits down casually. It's just, I don't know why I'm here. David just said I had to come with him.
Alex looks over at Dante. He's like, oh, well, obviously you're here to have a drink.
That makes sense.
He kind of smiles and nods. There you go.
it's never a bad time for a drink. You'll notice she dips her pinky finger in the drink, stares at it for a minute before she actually drinks it.
He kind of looks at it. He's been in more than one frat house. He's like, you can see, he's not even going to try it. He's a little bit offended. He's like, I'm not trying to slip you anything, young lady. I'm just trying to help you in the class. What's going on? And he kind of cocks his head to the side.
Just a habit.
It's a good habit to have around around NYU, at least here recently. kind of gives Dante the side eye.
In her defense, a lot of pornos start off this way.
I wouldn't know. But
By the time Ken gets there, he is smoking and text walking.
Scott gives him a wave just to flag him down.
He eventually notices and comes over, still text walking.
You know, you could get hit by a car like that?
Probably.
Yeah, so don't do it.
Dude, my phone's been blowing up for hours. You have no idea.
Just stop.
No.
Why do that to yourself?
Text and walk. Get both things done at the same time.
I mean, for your sanity, just kind of put it down. Just be like, you know what? I need some me time right now.
I'm not sure that exists as a classification anymore.
Of course, I mean, you sleep sometime, right?
Sometimes.
Just think about it like putting your phone to sleep. It needs some me time too.
Ken just stares. Very hesitantly. Puts the phone in his pocket.
So, what you got?
Let me fucking look around in here. And he kind of reaches into his coat, starts rummaging around, and eventually comes out with an envelope. Now, keep in mind, this the fucking scan. Original quality is not great. I can show you the original thing if you want, but it. Do you know anything about cryptographer thingy?
Cryptography?
Yeah.
I mean, it's you can cipher something and then you need a key to decipher it. It's
Are you good at it?
I can give it the old college try.
Good enough. Don't show it to anyone else. I'll consider it a personal favor.
Okay. Hey, you never met Alex Miller?
Alex who?
Miller. He's a professor here. He's in the know.
Interesting. No, I've never
Yeah.
met him.
He's checked up with the and then he starts like making circular motions with his hands.
Just stop. It looks
What?
so weird when you do it. I understand.
Yeah, those people.
Are they actually in here when they're talking like this?
No.
They're outside.
no, they're outside. They're out front.
All right. I'll meet the dude. Like I said, keep that particular thing to yourself.
Yeah.
Personal favor.
But he's got a student in there right now, so just keep any of the Ajik May talk. You know
Got
what?
been around for a while.
Yeah, you're the field guy. Let's go.
Ken conscientiously dumps his cigarette in one of those little like butt dump things that are near doors of lots of buildings and universities, frankly. Before he heads inside.
All right. He takes you through the botany lab and past the marijuana grow operation that's in the back of the botany lab. And you end up in front of a very heavy wooden door that's partially open, and you can hear people talking softly inside.
He will give a knock on the door as he opens it just to alert them. Got someone you should meet, Alex?
He looks up, and you see him reach over and open the desk drawer and pull out another tumbler and put it over on one corner of the desk and fold 2 fingers of water red and say, "Oh, is that so? Well, it's a good thing I stocked up this week." He'll walk around from behind the desk and extend a hand to Ken. Alex Miller.
Ken. And Ken shakes his hand.
He bartends over at the Brown Bear.
Nope, different job now.
You quit?
Yeah, I quit.
I recall that.
Oh, and Ken's eyes narrow slightly. You.
Yeah, I think we have met briefly.
Yeah, I just never caught your name before.
Ah, well, you know it now. Come on in. Drink. Let me serve you this time. He smiles.
Sure.
All right. He'll go in and he'll I think you know Dante, and this is Miss Escher. He'll gesture towards the young lady in the chair.
She will wave.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Escher.
Nice to meet you too.
Miss Escher, this is Ken, and this is Scott, and this is Dante.
Ken looks at the other two people who he's been involved with in several things before. And this is a peony on Miss Escher over there.
Miss Escher is cool as a cucumber.
Defeated in honorable combat.
So, again, Miss Escher, this book should help you, should at least give you a little bit more insight about the relationship between the Slavs and the Romans in the 500 BC timeline.
Great, I really appreciate that.
No problem at all. No problem at all. And he'll kind of look at Scott and kind of tap. You know, he's kind of putting his finger on his glasses, and he kind of looks at Scott, and he taps his glasses, and then he looks over at Ken, kind of gives him a little bit of a concerned look. We'll refill the glass for him. You all right, kid? Everything okay?
Oh, I'm fine.
And he'll, okay. He'll leave the bottle beside Ken's glass this time.
He's slower at the next one.
And we'll take another sip of his drink and look at Scott again and tap his glasses again.
Scott eventually wisens up and he reaches into his shirt pocket, puts on his glasses, and activates Prime Sight. And he's better at it.
Yeah, he is.
Well, I'm sure it goes without saying, all of the humanoid individuals and toaster-like individuals in this room have a larger than average flow of quintessence in them. Ava has a particular concentrated amount of it, mostly in her head and in the top of her spine.
Okay. Scott pushes his glasses up his nose. Man, I can really feel the energy radiating off everyone in here. Everyone.
Alex smiles and looks.
Eyebrow at him.
Alex smiles and looks over at Miss Escher. Well, Miss Escher. Full of surprises today. And he kind of raises his glass in a little salute towards her.
She looks back at him.
And
What are
Dante's
you
like,
talking
oh, God.
about?
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Paul?
Dante's response to this is, oh, God. And he looks right at Ken. Like, this is what I'm talking about.
Just let him do it.
Every time. Every time.
I am a people pleaser. Let him do it.
Fine, fine.
Do what? She's starting to kind of stand up.
Oh, for the love of fuck. Lady, look at me. I'm already 2 shots deep. I ain't going anywhere. I'm right next to the bottle. I'm definitely not going anywhere. I'll probably end up passed out on this fucking floor.
You're kind of creeping me out there, Ken.
I'm
This
sure
dude's like a twig. He's like 40. This dude's a little spry, but he's not going to do anything either.
That is the most aggressive confession of I'm not going to commit violence I've ever heard.
That sounds a lot like someone who's about to commit violence trying
Yeah,
to.
a bit.
For the love of God. And he just takes another heavy drink.
Like, people get violent when they drink. You're not helping.
Is the door closed?
It is.
Just say it already, people.
Alex will look at Toasty and say, Toasty, you haven't given our guest a gift yet. Where's your manners?
Don't eat it.
I'll let you decide what Toasty pops out, JC.
Oh, no.
Let's see. Toasty will pop out Paul. Bad Paul. Will pop out a what looks to be a burnt digital like a circuit board that's like burnt in several places, and looks like it's like the capacitor is blown on it and a couple other things. It just kind of pops out of one of his slots. It sits there like a piece of toast would.
What the fuck? And when she says that, her voice sounds like robotic and glitched.
And it says, exactly, and points to her and reaches over and pulls out the circuit board and puts it on the table. Well, that was surprising.
Ava looks notably concerned.
He'll slide the circuit board over to Ava with one finger. There you go.
She'll wait for it to cool off first.
You're a will worker. We are will workers. The toaster's a spirit. Ta-da!
Alex just kind of leans back in his chair, his head lolling back, just the biggest look of how you ruined his fun.
I hate to be the voice of dissent here, but did you hear what came out of her throat a second ago?
No, I heard that. Yeah.
Anyone take the time to vet this person? No? Anybody?
Vet, like, you want me to ask for her papers, or?
You know who does robot shit? Anybody know who does robot shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. For all I know, she's going to grow fucking machine guns for arms, and that's going to be the end of that fucking story. How about you, lady? You going to grow machine guns for arms? He's still drinking.
I'd certainly hope not.
Me too, buddy.
All right, Miss Escher.
Sounds impractical. How do you open a door with machine gun arms?
Well, they retract, I assume, is what he meant. Like, you stick your arm out, and then like some kind of a void would be in your arm, and then a door would open up, and then the machine guns would come out, and you could do that on command. So therefore, there would be no obstruction to opening doors unless you wanted the machine guns to shoot the door down. But that would be kind of impractical.
Dude, you are really overthinking my commentary.
Alex smiles and he has this kind of resigned look on his face, like, this was going to be so good. It was going to be so much fun. I was going to enjoy this so much, but now it's to this. I see he'll stand up and kind of sit on sideways on the desk in one of the corners and kind of lean a little bit towards Escher and say, all right, so let's go ahead and get this out of the way. As you know, I am Alex Miller. I am also Alex Miller, Banu Thanatos. And you are Miss Escher?
She gives him a suspicious glance over. Prove it.
He looks at his toaster and looks at her and smiles. I believe we've done that. So, and he'll throw that Miller smile again at her.
Ava Escher of the Mercurial Elite. If you guys would like, you can all roll Mage Lore.
Yay! Is it just straight Mage Lore, or is it like Mage Lore?
Intelligence.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
I never did put the 2 dots on my sheet, so I'll forgo it.
2.
No clue.
Dante has no idea what the fuck a Mercurial Elite is. Alex and Ken will recognize that as the new name that the virtual adepts go by.
That explains the robot shit.
He'll kind of lean over towards Ken. You good?
Still awake.
Wait, what? What's
All
the
right.
Mercurial Elite?
Let's see, what was the old word or the old name for you for that, Miss Escher? Virtual. You seem.
I guess from what I was told, we used to be the virtual adepts. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew a guy.
Wait, the virtual adepts changed their name?
I guess so.
She
See, I've been
shrugs.
saying that shit forever. Order for me is antiquated and it needs to change.
It's got pomp and
You're right,
circumstance
man.
to it.
They are antiquated. They do need to change. Get with the times a little bit more.
Hey,
I agree.
let's things are named for a reason,
Miller smiles and kind of looks back over at Escher. So, what brings you to New York University? My classroom, Miss Escher.
I still had some credit hours to finish at college when I had to move here, so that's kind of why I signed up for college.
Fair. So, how long have you been in town? He'll he'll open a little wooden box and pull out a cigarette and look over at Ken and kind of flip it towards him. And then pick up another one and light his.
Hey, if you're passing those out.
Ken's not shy.
He'll flip one over to Dante and then kind of point to a little crystal figure that you can tell if you pull the head back, it becomes a lighter.
Awesome.
And he'll look at Miss Escher.
Not long before I re-enrolled. I think maybe 2 weeks now.
You're not an
You'll
adult.
hear like a beep come from her. Oh, sorry, about 16 days.
Interesting. So, with the knowledge of Toaster, could we tell what the beep said?
You guys both have enough of the language merit to be able to, like, decipher shit, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can roll it.
We're such
I'm gonna learn.
Can
I'm gonna learn beep.
electronics.
What is it? I'm sorry.
I think Wits Enigmas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's intelligence enigmas, I believe.
Yeah.
That works for me. I'm too lazy to look.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
We'll go with-
intelligence enigmas, and it's like a variable difficulty.
Considering you speak Toaster, I'm just gonna say base difficulty.
Okay.
Oh, I got that shit. I got that good.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh man. Oh,
Oh,
fluent.
It just
I'm
corrected
fluent in
her.
your beep farts.
It corrected her to say 16 days.
Scott's
Alex,
sitting there with like an open mouth.
Alex looks over at Scott, sees the look on his face, reaches over with his hand and closes his mouth, like touches his chin and pushes it up. That's a handy little beep you got there. Telling you 16 days keeps you straight, does it?
Yeah, you could say that.
Mm. Excellent. So
Do you
where
have
are
a
you
toaster?
staying? Not in the dorms, obviously. Scott, calm down. Down, boy. Relax.
No, I mean it's like a different dialect of toaster. I'm curious.
I know.
What? No, I have a place with some friends.
That raises an eyebrow. What friends? Mercurial Elite friends? Here?
Not really. People friends. She shrugs.
Okay. All right. Alex gives kind of Dante a little bit of side eye, like, yeah. All right then. Well, as you make your way around the city, I'm not talking about the maps. I'm talking about our society.
Oh, no. I don't really know anybody around here.
Let's we'll go ahead and get you remind me before this is all over, and I'll take you to take you over, and we'll have a chat with some folks I know. He kind of smiles and throws Scott a wink.
Don't play the slot machines.
Slot machines?
The folks that I would introduce you to are in a casino.
She gives him like a weird look, like, that's really fucking cheesy.
No, is what it is.
He starts making the circular motions with his hands, looking at Ken again.
Ken does not approve.
So now that we've determined that Miss Escher is on the level, as it were, what's up, fellas? And he kind of looks between Ken and Scott.
I was just going to talk to you about the big book that's in the casino.
Ah, yes, the big book. Fuck.
Like, have you gotten involved in all this Norse stuff?
No, Rose has kind of said that that's something we want to kind of stay out of, and so
That is one smart lady.
Intelligent.
I'm learning that. So Apparently, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing what I'm told. For once, he kind of gives Scott a wink. He kind of looks over at. He'll actually continue looking at Scott. You want to fill in Miss Escher?
Oh, so yeah, Ragnarok's happening apparently.
Yep.
Awesome.
What? Her voice will glitch again.
The tree, you know, the big tree that's been in the news?
Vaguely.
That's the world tree of Norse mythology, Yggdrasil. And apparently we have Norse gods running around, though I don't really believe they're gods. They're just something that's using the name of the gods, and they kind of latched onto that, and well, whatever. But one thing I do know for certain is that there's also a giant snake out there somewhere.
Fucking up Norway.
Oh, wait, what? That's what it...
You didn't read about the earthquakes?
I knew about that. I didn't think it was a snake, though.
You want to name me something other than a giant snake that caused multiple earthquakes and cities that are at least 60 miles apart?
Plate tectonics?
Fuck
I
you.
was about to say that.
Anyway. Bunch of shit like that going on. A lot of other weird shit going on the side. If you're clear of it, stay clear of it. It's a giant clusterfuck.
That sounds so far out of my area of expertise, I don't even know what to say.
Oh. And if you see some weird number, like in the newspaper or some shit, or online, it's like 1-800-GET-REVENGE. Don't dial that number.
Oh, yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Not at all.
Sounds like a very bad idea.
Totally a bad idea. I don't know what they were thinking.
Let's see. Yeah, I got 4 dice.
Is that a Manipso?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't think I should have to roll it.
Yeah, you already know.
I think he told Ken in that bar scene too, now I think about it.
He did mention it.
Yeah.
He was not watching him super closely, so she probably doesn't even notice.
So he goes stone-faced for nobody. But anyway. How's that going, by the way?
There's something in the works.
Something that works as far as...
I'll handle it.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm all for people handling their shit. Obviously, if you need some assistance, just let us know.
I'll make sure to.
Yeah.
Anyway. Does anybody know where Ed is?
Ed. Who's
Pringles
Ed?
guy.
He usually stays up in his office. I don't actually see him too often.
Well, let him know I'm coming over for brunch.
Okay, I may see you then.
Good.
Do you know how to make eggs? Because everybody over there doesn't really... They make some really sad eggs.
My eggs are never sad, Scott.
Oh my god, I would love you forever.
Ken actually does laugh. We can put that theory to the test later, buddy.
Yeah, you got a lot of I'm a dick points to work off.
Either way, don't call the Ghost Hotline. Don't get involved with Viking shit. It's fucking awful. Don't get involved with Central Park.
Oh, that's a thing.
Why Central Park? I walked through there the other day.
Don't do that.
Why not?
It's full of
Bad things.
What bad things?
werewolves.
Werewolves?
Yes.
Damn it, those guys are annoying. Shit.
You have no idea.
No reason to be any Ken. That came. It all came through that. No idea.
There's absolutely no reason to be in here.
No reason to pee at all. Got it all. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Otherwise, stay away from the fucking mayor's office while you're at it.
Why?
Bad shit going on there too.
More specific?
I got kind of Cliff Notes version. Something. Great forces of danger. Something. Angry werewolves. That.
I heard something about vampires.
Yeah. Vampires are involved too.
Does it always have to be vampires?
I don't know, man.
But you have experience with both werewolves and vampires?
She just kind of shrugs.
Now, I've never seen a brain parasite in person, but apparently those exist too.
Brain parasite.
What?
The people I ran with called them brain parasites. They look like us, for the most part, act like us, but they're assholes. That's all I really got.
Sounds like some fucking Yerk from Animorphs shit.
Probably.
Never heard of those.
Sounds like a couple of my ex-girlfriends, too.
For all I know, it could be.
Could be.
Either way. I mean, shit, that's all I really got. Oh,
The Brown Bear.
yep, yeah, Brown Bear Pub. It's owned by an independent named Jade. She's all right.
Where is it?
I can't remember physically where the Brown Bear is.
In Brooklyn.
Down in Brooklyn. I used to work there.
Oh, okay. You think you can text me like the GPS or something?
Could text you the address. I'm not sure who uses GPS anymore, but
It's useful. Tracking shit is pretty damn useful.
That's
Okay.
one thing we should do. He pulls out his phone. Let's trade phone numbers.
Okay.
Alex just looks at her, minds in the syllabus.
She gives Alex a very unamused look. You change the syllabus every hour.
Keeps you on your toes, doesn't it?
The other day I asked you how you were, and you said it was on the syllabus.
And I was correct. As he will reach into his desk, open up and flip through about 8 pages of paper, and then point to one thing where it says, "I'm fine," on the syllabus.
One time, I offered to take him to lunch to ask him some questions, and he told me the place he wanted to go was on the syllabus.
Flips through a couple of times, points to a thing on there that says Kimbap Korean restaurant. And they just smile at him.
She just shakes her head.
It's all in the syllabus.
while we're at hot locations, like I'm not one hundo on exactly this guy's shtick, but there's like a dude at Mount Sinai. He's involved with other shit.
That's really specific. Very helpful.
I am known for specificity
Thank
as he
you for
continues
arming me.
drinking.
Thank you for arming me with the information that I will need should I ever have a medical emergency.
All right, look,
I like her.
Dr. Mega does good work. Don't get me wrong. He's a reliable doctor. It's just that as far as I can tell, he's at least tangentially involved with park people.
Park people being the
Well-
furries?
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
Like I said, he's cool. He's a little sad right now, but other than that, he's good.
Okay.
Did you just say he's a little sad right now?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That if he's involved with the park people, that's understandable.
Should I send him like a fruit basket or some shit?
I don't think they sell you lost one of your children fruit baskets.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's heavy.
Yeah.
Shit got dark quick.
Yep. And she will finally start drinking that scotch Alex gave her.
I am an eternal ray of sunshine.
I can tell.
Okay. So you know who this guy is, and he nods towards Alex. I guess I better do the thing. Ken, Banny, Hollow Ones. Nah.
Scott Crane, Benny, Order of Hermes.
My condolences.
What?
He smiles a little.
That I'll have you know, I have expanded my horizons since joining the order.
I'm sorry?
Alex smiles.
Don't show always.
Alex just smiles and kind of waves a hand towards kind of giving Ava the let it go sign where Scott can't see it.
Ava looks like she knows she's fucking with him.
Bullshit, he can't see it. He catches that out of the corner of his eye. No, and he points, no, don't you start.
What are you talking about, Scott? I'm not starting anything.
Like you think I'm going crazy or something. No.
No.
The order is a fine establishment with a wonderful library.
Ava starts blowing bubbles in her alcohol.
On that note, I'm Dante Umvior. I'm a terrible Order of Hermes.
Good job.
My gosh.
What?
Did it just get dark in here?
Well, Scott. Are you using the youthful vernacular of the street in my office?
I'm just saying.
What?
I'm just saying. It's not just what you step into to get away from the sun.
Yeah, something tastes healthy all of a sudden.
Whoa.
Like we just met, and all of a sudden I'm getting all this shade thrown at. Yeah.
I didn't say anything about you.
You're a ding from Toasty, and a tiny drink umbrella pops up out of it. Alex will into it. Oh, look, Toasty's trying to help. We'll pick up the umbrella and hand it to Scott. There you go.
I'm supposed to sit in all this shade, am I?
Yeah, apparently so.
At least you won't get a sunburn.
He crumples up the little umbrella and throws it at Toasty.
Ooh.
Hold on, let me see something. He nails Toasty. He just kind of bounces off.
You hear a sad little ping. Oh, Scott, you don't love me no more.
You're the biggest bullshitter of them all.
We're the Order of Hermes. We're used to getting salt and shade thrown at us. It's our lot in life.
I'm just saying, that it wasn't the Order of Hermes that had Mr. Pretty Boy revealing his hood everywhere. That's all I'm saying.
Pretty boy,
What?
hood. What are you talking about?
I'm not even sure what that's referencing.
Ah,
He shrugs. I don't know. Ancient hermetic secrets.
You never met that Conrad guy?
Fuck
No.
that guy. Fuck
No.
that guy so
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
hard.
Who did he belong to again?
I have no
I
idea.
don't know. The ancient order of babbling assholes. Fucking hate that guy.
Last I heard,
Never.
he ended up running with the technocrats.
What?
Huh.
Well, that explains everything.
Yeah. But he was not Order of Hermes.
I'm so happy for you.
Hmm.
In this particular case, I'm genuinely happy for you.
And he looks like he just got a one-up on. He's got like a smug look. Like he's like, yeah.
Ava has a look on her face like, you know when you're play arguing with a 6-year-old and they say something nonsensical and act like they won?
Mhm.
She looks like the parent.
He's oblivious. I'm not even going to roll it.
So that was neat.
All right. What, do you have any questions, Miss Escher?
She just kind of shrugs. I find it very strange that I go to ask a history question and end up surrounded by 4 mages all at once, who all seemed to just kind of appear.
It's destiny.
The ever
Scott grits his teeth when you say mages.
The ever winding ties of karma are mysterious and vast.
I feel like I need a big beard and a staff so I could say, "You're a wizard, Ava."
Not quite. I think we're a little bit past that, Dante.
But if it's
Yeah, I
your
had
for
some
me-
asshole give me that speech a while back.
I mean, like, it's never too late. We could get a fucking sorting hat.
If it would make you happy.
I'm not sure that would make me more happy. It's definitely would make me happy.
I got to deal with enough Harry Potter bullshit analogies. Don't need that coming in.
I wonder why.
I wonder why.
a lot of those movies are rebellion against our society.
My pride.
All right, children. My goodness. Scott, you should be ashamed of yourself. A guest in my office. You acting like this.
She started it.
That is a mighty fine book collection.
Alex will smile. He'll just reach over on the shelf, grab a random one, and drop it in front of Ken. Anyway,
Mine's
Can it
better.
have a porno mag hidden in it? Because I feel like that's a thing that some of his books would have.
yeah, sure. Let's see.
You've only had him for one semester?
Absolutely. Not even a full semester. A couple weeks.
See, you're getting more and more obvious. It took me until the second semester to peg you for that.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Ken owns a book.
No, I pegged him as being the porno mag in the bookshelf guy semester 2. He's getting more and more dirty as he goes along.
Yeah, he's kind of a dirty old man.
It happens. Happens to us all.
You don't know. You don't know the half of it.
Oh, Scott. Now.
You're lucky that Candygram girl didn't get fired.
Candygram?
No, she was doing her job.
She was doing
He's
a
talking
job.
to her.
She was doing a job.
He's talking about a candy striper at a hospital that assisted us at one point. And Scott was very upset. Scott was very upset because he felt like, let's see, how'd you put it, Scott? Go ahead.
What?
What was that exactly your problem with the candy striper assisting us in getting out of that hospital?
That you forced her to commit a crime? That you held her from her post?
Did you force her or did you talk her into it?
I just asked her to help us.
Oh God, the joke's running through my head right now.
This nice young lady, I was in the
That
hospital.
head nurse is probably still recovering from that nervous breakdown you gave her.
Yeah,
Well,
good job.
I asked her a few questions. She apparently didn't like the answers.
Shit happens.
Yeah. What kind of hospital doesn't let you smoke and drink? I mean, is it this America?
Every hospital.
Yeah, he points at Ken and Esther. Yeah. You see?
Well, apparently, Candace did not agree with you. She agreed with me. We had a few drinks. Then when the head nurse got upset, we left. He just kind of looks at Scott like, what?
That's sus as fuck.
Did she go help you with your swelling? Is that what happened?
No, she did assist us in finding the way out of the hospital.
By making me pretend to be a dead body.
Well, that was part of it.
Are you guys on a sitcom?
They're the odd couple.
That explains all the winking.
Alex, so we get Dante.
Can't handle all this.
You are absolutely correct. I am not ready for that jelly.
I take this kind of thing in stages.
Yeah, kind of look over at Ava. I apologize, Miss Escher. Usually they're not this crass around.
I apologize for nothing.
I am literally always this crass.
To be fair, it's better than the super formal people. I've had to deal with them before. Ugh.
Ugh.
Me too, and he rolls his eyes and looks blatantly at Scott.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Well, Miss Escher, again, you have all of our contact information should you need anything, and I will, of course, be expecting your paper on the relationship between the Slavs and the Romans next Monday.
Yeah, I'll get it done.
I have no doubt. The mercurial elite are well known for their kind of things from their determination.
Unless your name's Conrad.
Alex gives him the side eye.
Have to bring that guy up.
We sure are known for something.
It's better than to be known than to be forgotten.
Ava smirks. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah. We all have our own feelings on that, I'm sure. Anyway, why don't we go ahead and head on over to the casino and have a drink, and I can introduce you to some folks that can give you a place to stay and a place that might be a little bit more safe should you need it.
Do I need to bring them a gift?
I don't think so. Not this time. You're not actually asking for anything, are you? You're just letting it.
No, back where I'm from, the Chakra blah blah always asked for a gift. They were like mob bosses and shit.
Alex smiles. Well, if you feel the need to bring one, absolutely. I won't tell you.
See what I can do.
All right, then. He'll look at his watch and say back here an hour.
Sure.
Excellent. He'll stand and kind of gesture towards the book. Don't forget this now. And
Right.
And he'll reach in his desk and pull out another copy of the syllabus and place it on top of the book, or that.
She will take out her iPad. It'll scan each of them, and she'll put it back in her bag. That's all I needed. Thanks.
He'll grin. He'll take the book and put it back on the shelf. He'll pick up the syllabus. He'll start to put it back in his desk, and then he'll just sit it in front of Scott.
And Ava is going to stand up, tuck her iPad into her bag. Well, it's a tablet, it's not an iPad. And she is going to leave.
See you in about an hour, Miss Escher.
Later.
Not that long after Ava's gone, Ken blinks. And he has a fairly concerned look on his face.
Alex, who will have poured himself another drink by this point, and kind of sit back in his chair.
So Arcane 4 being a thing, you
Oh,
will
yeah.
get most notable details about her. There was just a woman in this room earlier. She was a mage. You talked.
Just Ken.
Fuck. Nothing.
What? Like you can't just say nothing because that actually means something in this case. You can't like.
All right. There was somebody here, right? I'm not crazy.
Right.
So did I just fucking space, man? Because like I don't remember much about her at all. And he kind of like looks accusingly at the alcohol.
Scott, who hasn't been drinking. Like what the hell are you talking? Her name was
Fuck.
Alex smiles and he'll reach over and he'll tap the spine of a book sitting on his shelf. It's Farmer's Almanac, and he'll look at Scott and he'll say, "Remember this, buddy?"
I don't know. Do I?
It's the book that they have found the clues in to find the farm.
Oh yes, yes.
The farm that had Arcane 5 on it.
Ooh.
So we are familiar with that effect. an even stronger effect than what we just saw.
Like what?
It's some kind of defense mechanism.
What are you guys talking about?
Alex will kind of lean forward. You remember there was a young lady in here a little while ago? One of my students?
Oh yeah, that was today. Right.
Mm-hmm.
What about her?
You remember what her name was?
Kay?
not.
No.
Lady with
No.
the face.
It was a very bland
It's-
name. I forgot it.
He's
Like
nice.
ba.
Exactly. Scott and I came upon a nice little place at one point that had the same effect. It appears to be an effect that makes people forget little details about, like, places can have it. So far, I've been told that people sometimes will have problems remembering what I look like or what my name is after talking to me.
Buddhist tits. There's somebody like that fucking just walking around out there.
Hmm? Shelby, can I roll Intelligence Mage Lore to know if that's a common thing amongst mages? Or is that just something I know?
You can roll it.
Okay. Difficulty?
That works.
Okay.
Yes. It's not a super common thing. Some mages have it at low levels like you have. Having it so high that you forget them immediately is actually kind of rare.
And he'll relate that. He's like, the effect that I have is a little bit more general, but at the level that she has it, it's rare. At least that's what I've been told by my tutors at the casino.
Well, now I'm paranoid.
Yeah.
At least it's
That's-
rare.
Like, kind of sad.
Huh?
I'm not concerned about sad, man. I'm fucking concerned about terrifying.
I mean, sure, terror is a part of it. Yes, the existential dread of that. But no, it's kind of sad when you think about it.
No, I'm not talking about the person suffering from the fucking condition. I'm talking about us.
No, I know. I'm thinking about the person though. So like, whatever. Like, how you form a
Challenging.
relationship?
Exactly.
How easy would it be to just extract information from people and then fucking waltz away?
You
He
need
he
therapy.
waves his hand like he acknowledges it. Yeah, that too. But just, man,
You, my good sir, need therapy. I know someone.
I do not need therapy as he continues to drink.
No, you clearly have it well in hand.
Yep.
Scott's just spacing out at this revelation.
Anyway. So he kind of looks at Scott, and he looks over at Ken, then he'll look back at Scott. Now we're semi-alone. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
No, I kind of just wanted your take on the whole Norse thing.
Oh, I'm assuming you've done the due diligence on your research. He kind of gives Scott a look that professor look? Or do you need to look at the library? You'll stand up
As
and
far as-
start wandering down towards one end.
No. As far as the Norse thing goes, I kind of went to the source with that book and translated it and hammered it out. Not too sure I needed to do any more research,
Right.
at least not that I know of.
All right. Kind of put his hands behind his back and kind of wander back towards his seat. And you can.
Kind of past.
Well, it'd be nice to speak to you. I'll probably have to speak to one of your representatives or whatever at some point.
Absolutely. I am at your service.
When it comes to the other side of the fence, I am now contractually obligated to be the voice on the other end of the line.
The other end of the fence, or other side of the fence.
Okay. Story time. There's the Council of the Nine. We all know the Council of the Nine. Long may they continue to laugh at the rest of us. Well, there's the folks who didn't quite buy into the program, but didn't join up with the Kratts. I am now
The
apparently
Disparates.
the fucking face of that.
Okay. The face.
The face of that in regards to
Political
The city?
bullshit.
the city,
Yeah.
the state.
Yeah, the city. God,
city.
I don't even want to meet the guy who deals with state.
I see. Fair
I thought
enough.
you had I thought you had a boss. What happened there?
She fucked off to Greece.
He nods.
That sounds traumatizing.
Either way, this has now become my problem. So, means that instead of trying to call her, you're gonna have to call me.
All right. Is that what you need to talk to one of my people about? Your new
Pretty much.
responsibilities? All right. I will let the appropriate people know.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So does that mean you're a office guy?
It means that I probably have 100 text messages right now.
Oh, that's what that's about. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, that's gonna suck.
Mm-hmm. Either way, means you'll get to spend a lot more quality time with yours truly.
Oh,
Well, okay.
fair enough. Well, you're always welcome to give me a call, visit in the office.
Right. Oh, one last thing. Alarg may run
Mhm.
around and may express severe interest in that book. Don't
Yeah.
let him fuck with the book.
Is that a formal
Why?
request for the casino? Or is that...
Because like I kind of like translated the book and then brought him in on it to see and everything already.
Given your organization's current stated stance on that particular matter, I can't make a formal request. This is mostly on me.
So you would like me to make an informal request on your behalf?
Yes.
Fair enough. Is there something more you can give me other than you personally don't want him near the book? Since
He
we are
may
technically...
inadvertently cause the deaths of us all.
Well, that is the thing.
Yeah.
Is this imminent?
How?
Is this something I need to be on the phone with about now?
We're talking near-term future.
All right.
Because if it's like you saying the snake's already loose, I'm not sure what exactly he could do more with the book.
Believe me, it gets worse.
What? What?
That should be your new catchphrase.
Because like, that's the resting place of Thor. It's within that book, and you use the stone to access the resting place of Thor.
He has a lot of ideas, and he has a lot of energy. Very, very little knowledge.
Okay.
Either way, don't fucking hurt the guy or anything. Like, mostly trying to protect him from himself. Ken sighs and puts the glass down. It's empty again. Look, he is convinced that he is something that he is not. He is thoroughly convinced that he is the hero in this particular story, and he is attempting to act the part. My fear here is that fucking with things he doesn't understand, he's just going to cause more destruction. Even in his best case scenario, a lot of that would fall on his head. It's in my particular interest that neither his head nor, well, the rest of us are harmed.
Does he still have the stone?
Probably. I can't confirm that. Either way, until I figure some things out, I just need to, for lack of a better term, cockblocking him for long enough.
It shouldn't be hard to convince Rose of that if y'all guys are remaining neutral.
Shouldn't be.
Let's see what she has to say.
Fuck.
As a courtesy and to foster future good relations, I'll let you know what she says. He kind of smiles again.
That sounds good.
Well, all right. Was there anything else, John?
Nope.
Scott?
Nope, nuh-uh.
All right. Well, Alex will stand up and I've got a date to take a young lady to meet the casino. So if you gentlemen will excuse me.
Okay.
He points to the bottle and then points to Ken. You can take the rest of that if you need it.
Yoink.
You got a link.
Did you
Future good relations.
Future good relations.
you need a cab back or?
Took an Uber here. Taking an Uber back.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure.
Alex kind of gives him a side eye. Powder blue Prius.
Green VW.
The powder blue Prius. Highly recommended.
I'll keep that in mind.
And I think, Shelby, with that, she got something else. shall we?
Hmm.
Unless you have something else, I think we can end there.
Okie dokie. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another scene for Living World of Darkness Street Magic.